I'll be back after I have dinner. But this one, this game is literally an hour and 35 minutes long, so it's one of the shorter games that I can definitely see on here. If it was the next game, 2 hours and 8 minutes, there's no way that I would be sitting there going, I'm gonna watch the whole entire thing, but I'm fucking hungry. Yeah, no. This one I can definitely do, and then I'll just, yeah. So, let's get stuck into this shit. Right. So it's this game that we're doing next. As you can see, an hour and 35 minutes. So let's get stuck into this game. I'm really excited to see what happens. And yeah, although I don't go for any of these teams, so I don't know who exactly I'm going to go for here. Whether I'm going to go for the Central Coast Rhinos or the Melbourne Ice, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll go for the Rhinos for this game. I think that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, let's see how long.
Another year, and it's great to be.
Here come the Braves, and a save there, and they score! So he's Lassen with a shot, and he scores!
Something. Yeah.
And he tries to walking in, he shoots and scores!
I did. While this is waiting, I'm gonna get my
Going to the net, shoots!
sports fucking thing.
Live from O'Brien Group Arena in Melbourne, this is AIHL.
So this is a Melbourne home game.
Welcome to O'Brien Ice House for the first match of the 2024 Australian Ice Hockey League season. It is the Melbourne Ice taking on the Central Coast Rhinos, two sides that did not make the finals last year. Two sides, though, looking to make some big steps in this new season. My name's Michael Clough, joining you again for another year, and it's great to be back. And I'm joined in commentary today by Jeff Coop, and a man who last time he was in the commentary box in an AIHL game, you bailed late in the broadcast to receive a championship medal. Brian McKenzie.
Had to do it. Hopefully I can do it again this year, maybe yeah. From the playing side of the bench and not so much the commentary side of the bench, but we'll see. It's good to be back, though.
That's, well, Australian hockey, I've had, co-commentators bail to be linesmen mid-games. Why not just bail to get the championship? You've raised the cup too. I haven't done that on ice yet, so hit Melbourne Ice, hurry up and win a championship for me.
You need to get onto it, Cloppy. Look, welcome boys to a new season, by the way. It's been fantastic to be back. The Ice have definitely sort of rolled the dice in terms of trying to get back to the finals playoff promised land with some pretty big signings, none more than Mr. Goodall Cup himself, Joey Hughes.
Absolutely, this is what I'm calling it basically the forthcoming of Joey, because he's had a period in the early 2000s, but he went and played for America for a while. He came back, was part of the three-peat, went to the Stangs, won a championship there, came back to Melbourne Ice, won another championship, went to the Brave, won a couple there, so where he goes, Goodall Cup's final, I should say.
Yeah, those banners up there are basically his doing. Well, yeah, he had massive hands in those banners that set up to our left. And for the Ice, it's been quite a while since they've added to one of those, at least on their men's side.
Well, Joey Hughes is the AIHL GOAT.
Well, he undisputed. There is no one else that has been better in the country in this game, and I think it's spoken by the fact that he owns a rink out in Oakley. He does fantastic things at that rink and teaching the juniors as well. And the amount of training he does in that rink by himself is just insane. And he is the personification of practice make perfect, basically.
And the Central Coast Rhinos, they've also, looks like they've recruited well. They've got a new coach, Ron Krasky, got him from the Bears. A couple of recruits I particularly like. I like to see how they come up. Youngster Mackenzie Bolger came over, he's been playing, I think, in North America, but it's come over in an Australian sense, come over from the Sydney Ice Dogs. And also another player, Andrew Smartin. It was with Newcastle last year, but because of the rules relating to imports and stuff, he was sort of that fifth import and didn't get that much opportunity. coming to the Rhinos, I'm sure he'll get more opportunity to show his wares.
Oh, exactly, and that's the same thing with Bolger as well. There wasn't a lot of space in those two lineups for Smartin or Bolger. So for Smartin, it really is a situation where he is looking to sort of show why he can be part of that import sort of group and really take control of this young Rhinos team. It's very young on paper, aside from number 20 Bert Malloy, number 21 Aidan Dawes. There's a lot of youth out there, but that's what you want from a team that's up and coming, that's back new in the league, that has an opportunity to really push forward the growth of youth hockey in this country. You want those youngsters getting together and playing hockey together 4, 5, 6 years. That's how you create a good core.
Well, and you're pairing them, like with both teams, you're pairing these young players with some veteran presence. And that's going to help them. You can't just throw a group of young kids and say, hey, good luck, guys, figure it out.
Melbourne Ice 2022?
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's the thing with both these teams. I mean, with the Melbourne Ice, it's a little bit different. They've been sort of stuck in that quagmire of,
do we rebuild or not?
Yeah, exactly. And it's now it seems like they have a direction, change of jerseys, change of mindset, change of recruiting, because they've recruited really well. The Rhinos, now we've got our first season under the belt. Now let's build on that. Let's get competitive, and they've done a great job with recruiting as well. And it should be an interesting game.
I think both sides have a different measure for mine for success this year. Melbourne Ice, technically, under the old format of finals, would have made finals last year. If they got more points than the Brisbane Lightning, it was the conference thing that saw it through. So despite all the wild ride that was Melbourne Ice last season, they actually were in points, the sixth team in the league. So this conference is going to be really tough, but they want to be seriously in contention. I think for the Rhinos, it's about winning more matches, but certainly no blowout losses.
Yeah, I think it's just about being competitive on the score sheet.
So across the centre ice for the pre-game presentation.
Acknowledge the traditional owners on the land on which we meet today, and we pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. We welcome members, special guests and hockey fans everywhere and via AIHL.tv to today's game at O'Brien Icehouse Docklands, where your Melbourne Ice take on the Central Coast Rhinos. Please welcome to the ice for the puck drop this evening, Zach.
Well, who the fuck is that? Oh, it's a kid. That's nice.
Could we please have the captains from both teams, and returning for captain for Melbourne Ice, Matt Caruana, up for the ceremonial puck drop.
Oh, I really like the Rhinos jerseys as well. They look nice.
Members and hockey fans, if you can, please stand if you are able and remove your hats for the Australian National Anthem, sung today by Ella Finlay, an independent artist from Melbourne who has their debut album, Mirage, being released later in the year.
Guys, if I'm muted, it's because the dogs are barking and they don't listen to me. I don't want you guys to listen to barking whilst watching the game. So, therefore, I'll probably be on mute for most of the time now because I think I want to be fed, but it's quite early.
And that's the end of the pre-game for today's game, the opening game of the 2024 Australian Ice Hockey League season. Melbourne Ice hosting the Central Coast Rhinos, one of 4 games on opening night.
Good to have a full slate except for the Mustangs and the Adrenaline.
This stadium
Some little
is a
oval ball
big
game was
stadium.
good.
But on the positive
It
side, we
seems
do
like
get
it's
the
gonna
presence.
It means we get Brian, and it means I get to talk goalies with Brian because there are 2 new goalies in net for both teams. We'll focus on the ice goalie first. Tatsu Ishida comes to us from the Yokohama Grits, where he had a 1-6 record after 7 games. 4.04 goal against average and an 8.94 save percentage.
Everyone hearing about him, though, he's better than those stats.
Melbourne Ice, wearing
yuck
number
stats,
21.
I mean, but when your team wins one game all season, it's kind of indicative of the quality of the team around you. And seeing him in training, because he's been here for this last week, so I've seen him in our exhibition game on Tuesday and in training for them on Thursday. He looks really quite impressive, really technically very, very strong goalie, and that's going to get you a long way, especially in a league like this.
And Canadian Anand Oberoi from the Empire Rivermen, 7 games played as well, 4.88 goals against, 8.87 save percentage, but a 4-3 record. So is that his team bailing him out there?
I mean, I think those leagues are very difficult to know. It's a very let's not play so much defense kind of league, so it does leave the goalie hanging out to dry a little bit. But I mean, the first thing that stands out about him is his size. He's a big boy in net, and that's much like how
There's a contrast with the goalies.
A little bit opposite.
Oh my god, I love the girl with the
double the
pink
size.
hair.
But yeah, if
Flag
you can use your
girl.
size well as a goalie, you don't have to move much. You just take away all the net, let the puck hit you. If he can do that, it's going to be tough to beat him.
So moments away from opening face-off. Joey Hughes up against Mackenzie Bolger. There's 2 extremes in the veteran or level experience. And it's Melbourne Ice who do win the opening face-off. Jeff Solo, one of the imports for the Melbourne Ice, tried to dump it into the corner, was unsuccessful. But he gets the puck back. Geisha for the Ice. Looking for Erdogan. Former Rhino, and that's a big hit. And that's his first impression as a Melbourne Ice player, and it could be a very short first appearance.
That could possibly be a game. That was not nice. You don't like to see that sort of hit towards the.
That's fucking
where
rigged,
the
though.
boards sort of meet the ice
And he's gone in head first as well.
That's one of the Wardlaws. Is it Callum?
Yeah.
No,
Connor.
There's a 4. Connor, my apologies. He's up, which is a good thing.
It's a tough play.
fuck was that?
You want to be hard on the body. It doesn't look like he's really trying to run him super hard. Boarding is probably a good call.
2 minutes for boarding.
Oh,
2 minutes. That's Melbourne Ice will take that, but hopefully Connor Wardlaw's okay.
I
Credit
mean,
to
there
Patrick
should be
Dietrich
a fucking
also
ass
there
penalty.
to make sure, the player, the injured player, make sure he was okay first.
Yeah, it's a tough look, but it's good to see him get up.
Honestly.
That's for sure.
So, power play for the Rhinos and a chance to draw first blood.
I would be surprised
To Malloy.
if that was not a
towards Hayden
penalty.
Dawes. Pass was a good one. Out towards Bolges. Smarter now in the corner.
Honestly. No, it was so bad.
Casher for the Ice gets it out towards Solo. He just flips it out of danger. And Malloy will skate back and retrieve the puck.
Ice looks a little bit slow today, I'm going to say, boys. Just, especially the Rhinos just seem to be lagging a little bit. Especially
So when you say ice, you're talking about the actual physical ice, not the Melbourne Ice. The shot comes in. So Bolger tried to send it in, but that was blocked. Now Walt fires, shoots, and Oberoi makes the save. So we're halfway through the Rhinos' power play, and the only shot come so far has come from the Melbourne Ice.
That first
The Bolger out
one,
wide.
It won't add to the.
It's messy. It's messy and disjointed, and it's not a great first power play a minute into your season.
Well, these things can sometimes happen when your first game.
I like.
Is it nerves,
how
or you
they've
just got to find
changed,
yourself in a bit of a rhythm? And the ice is a bit.
scoring, so now you can actually see how
it's a bit
long
of a
they've
messy
got
ice at the
left
moment.
in
When you
the-
look, it's already cut up a lot.
in the
And,
periods
Liam
and
Webster
what
has done
they're on.
a very Liam
This
Webster
actually
thing,
looks
drawn
like, you know,
an interference penalty
the
and foul play by the
NRL fucking
That's
Nice check.
scoring, but it's still I still really enjoyed that. That's,
I mean,
that's
it was
good.
like you guys were saying, disjointed power play. It kind of is what happens. You practice it. I mean, that's when you go down like that, you're
I
probably
feel like
drawing
this
a
is going to
penalty.
be a very violent game.
It's a fair old cross check now that I look at it on replay.
So
With these,
we'll see.
Central Coast, minor penalty, 2 minutes. Cross-checking. Melbourne Ice, minor penalty, 2 minutes. Interference.
Matching minors.
Which means that the Rhinos will remain on the power play.
That's a 4-on-3 power play, which is one you definitely don't practice. If you practice anything at all, it would be your 5-on-4.
What is it? We got it looks like it might be a
5-on-4.
5-on-4.
Yeah.
But I mean, with the power plays, you practice them, but when you're practicing against your own team, 5-on-4, it's way different than once you're in a game.
So a shot comes in there from Jeff Solo and forced Oberoi to make the save.
He took that at his belly button though, because he's about 9 foot tall.
Yeah, right. He catches it next to his head, and it's 5 feet above the net.
In fact, his bottom rib is above the the crossbar.
It just takes up so much net.
It's crazy when you see a
Helmet
goalie
for
that
the
tall.
goalkeeper is very
Which has
bland.
become a
It's
bit of
just
the modern
what
trend, hasn't it? The biggest guy in the team is off in the
other
goalie.
ones, have a design on it, but good
Now
on him
Hughes for the
just having a
ice.
white
Send
one.
that one into the corner.
He wants to stand out from the rest. Good on you, bro.
And Puckball's been lost and skied into the Central Coast bench, and so far you'd have to say this has been a very, very good penalty kill from the Melbourne Ice.
It's been fantastic, but this game's been disjointed, discombobulated, and all sorts of not flowing. This is just not a good advertisement for hockey so far to start the year.
It looks like it's both teams' first game of the season, to be honest.
Well, it looks like the first time either team's sort of seen them. Like you need name tags on the front and the back as well. Hi, I'm such and such, and I play this position.
It's hard sometimes with these imports because they come in like last week.
Yeah.
Most of them came in, so they really haven't seen their teammates. So especially on the power play, when you have your imports and those sort of players out there, you kind of just hope that intuitive instinct will kick in. And sometimes it takes a little bit to figure it out.
And sometimes you've got to adjust to the standard league you're playing in too.
Going off vibes instead of systems at the moment, basically.
That makes
But
sense.
along the half wall, and this game is getting physical as Hughes in the corner. Beautiful move and opens door now, and the shot comes in, and another save there as Erdogan gets the shot in.
Oh, fight!
Nobody makes a good save, and Caruana and one of the Warlords, that'd be Aiden Warlord, having a few words with each other. It's Connor in there, so he's saying take on the whole Warlord family.
Well, I mean, there's 4 of them and one's not here, so you may come from the stands as like a mystery opponent, but it's just unnecessarily chippy between two teams that had a million goals between each other last year. The game in Erina was 14-8. The game here, Cloughy, I remember it was 11-4. It was absolutely bonkers.
Yes.
So instead of scoring goals, they've decided to hit each other.
Well, I mean, once you have a hit like we saw at the beginning of this game, that sets a tone where some physicality is going to creep into the game. And it's kind of up to the players to sort of settle down after maybe 5 minutes into the first period. Tends to be when you stop thinking about that stuff, you're just sort of in the flow.
I can't really go
Especially
to
if a
edit
hit
the
like that is
clips
only going to
because
be 2
there is
minutes.
so
The
much
precedent's
going
now
on
been
that I
set.
don't want to
Yeah.
miss anything.
So Labour sent that one into the corner, and Elise Carini crossing over. It's new recruit for the Melbourne Ice. Been with the Bears previously and with the Ice Dogs.
I'm going to quickly do it now if it's...
There's a penalty coming up against the Rhinos.
Now McKenzie. It's going to be touched up, and it's going to be a power play for the Melbourne Ice.
He's pulled a hook. So, Cloughy, I was incredibly critical of the ice power play last year and just how bad it was at times. It will be very interesting to see how it goes this year with a certain number 21 Jay Hughes out
It
there.
will make a massive difference.
It's got to, because it can't be as bad as what it was, especially at the start of last year.
Well, the thing that they have this year is they have a defenseman on their power play,
True.
which will help significantly, I think, to just quarterback everything.
Here he is.
Solo
Hey,
fires, shoots,
clip
and that shot was a
that.
little high, but still Oberoi got a piece of that and just batted it down as the Rhinos clear.
Oh, well, I missed it.
Andrew Spartan sitting 2 minutes for hooking as Erdogan, the former Rhino, just crosses the blue line, just stops, waits. Pass it solid back out towards Erdogan. Little backhand attempt. But you're going to have to do a precise beating as the goaltender of Anand Oberoi.
It's looking a lot better early on. A bit more flow, a bit more organisation.
And a lot more movement.
A lot more movement. Everyone looks to know what their role is.
So, Caruana fires and shoots,
I
couldn't
think
find
this
his way
is
through traffic,
why
and the Rhinos
this is
are
such
able
a
to clear.
short game, because it's so
They've had more
discombobulated,
shooting
as I say.
opportunities, but you still get to put one on net. I believe in this power play.
So Hughes protecting the puck. Caruana. It's been turned over, and here come the Rhinos. Shot comes in, Ashita makes the save, but offers up a big rebound. The shot there by Mackenzie Bolger.
Fucking spin out, you know.
And his pass was off the glass, wasn't a good one.
Right,
But it's worked out because it's going to kill about, maybe 10, 15 seconds of this power play for the Ice. Gets it down. We've chipped off 10 already. And by the time the Ice are going to cross the red line here, especially if they're going to wait, that's taken off within nearly 20 seconds of that power play. Right at the death as well.
Melbourne Ice with the puck. Aona, one of the imports for the Melbourne Ice, gets the puck back. Laver with the shot was well wide. That was a shot of a defenseman. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Laver lined up by Jeremy in front of us, and
that guy there had a fucking swing at a guy back there.
Well,
I need to clip that.
So now everyone's allowed back on the ice. We're now 5.5 minutes in, and we're still not seeing any flow.
No, I mean,
not seeing any goals, which is strange for a Melbourne Ice game.
Last year was a different story. I mean, both teams have had a power play, which doesn't help anybody's flow. I mean, the Melbourne Ice power play at least had possession. I don't know how threatening it was. There's a lot of perimeter movement and activity. They need to penetrate that defense, get into the middle, and that's how you score goals.
Was a sign also the Rhinos' penalty kill was fairly well organised. They were protecting their goaltender.
Not that you need to, though.
It's always a good idea to have that mindset you're willing to.
This is a very good fortune. It's fantastic from Bolger. He's looked very good early on. Quick, speedy, looks very much into it. Here he is on Joey Hughes.
And Hughes happy just to concede some territory and protect the puck. Goes out wide, the solo. Get it out towards the Laver. I think that might be Sincotta, who's changed numbers to number 23 for this season. Previously number 4. Going by the old footy agent, you start high and go low.
It's one of the messiest hockey games that I've seen.
The youth of today will never understand.
Yeah, the kids these days.
You can say that, I'm over 30.
Oh, wait till you're over 40. So now Hughes. Hughes for the Melbourne Ice.
Oh, stop it.
Working his way through and couldn't finish it off. And, well, punished Oberoi for being there, as he's getting swamped by quite a few opponents, but we'll see what
Does
comes
he
out
have
of
the
that.
fucking stick choking him?
Fuck! But that's not necessary.
Fucking put him in a chokehold with his fucking stick.
Well, here we go. And you know what? That's not Joey's fault. He's been chipped into him here.
No, I mean, it's a player
that's coming and hit him.
It's a player going to the net. I mean, as a goalie, you're kind of expecting contact there as well. Like, it didn't seem. There's sometimes players don't even try and hesitate or
that's something else. That's for sure.
That seemed very like a hockey play.
I don't feel like that was really needed. But you know, apparently they thought that it was needed, so they were just gonna.
This off's been taken outside the zone.
Yeah.
So neutral zone face off.
I was waiting to see if they would have one from behind the net, but I don't think they got cameras behind the net. So.
Now, again, a shot comes in, and Ashita makes the save.
That's his first, is it not?
I think it would be, actually.
They've taken away our little shot counter up to our right. They've replaced that with another video screen, so we'll have to have words in the first intermission, Coffee, get that brought back. He does look very compact in terms of how he moves.
Yeah, it's a lot of conservation of movement, conservation of energy, and it's really impressive because that just comes from experience. That's not something you learn just randomly.
And is that, for someone his size, is that a good thing in the economy of movement? You can, as a smaller goaltender, you can often probably flail limbs a bit too much and get yourself in trouble that way. As shot comes in there from Webster, but it was blocked by Dietrich.
Good block. That was Patrick Dietrich right in front. He basically just sort of...
He's had a good shift so far.
Fired that down.
Cash will send that
There's
one to
already
corner,
been
and
2
Connor Wardlaw in
fights
Karcher corner.
within the
Our
first
favourite corner.
period.
It's fantastic, isn't it? It's great that it's back for another year.
So Solo went for the pass, and it's a goal!
Oh,
Off the rebound.
that was
Liam Webster, the veteran, gets the goal.
Look, I don't really care who wins
It
this
was
game
always going to be one of
because
2 people, and if it wasn't the man in 21, it was going to be the veteran
yeah,
in 2.
I don't go for any of these
His
teams.
20th year for the Melbourne Ice. Liam Webster
But,
just sitting at the back door here.
By
No
the
one
sounds
really on
of
him.
it, I don't think I want.
There's really not much Overroy can
the
do about that
Rhinos
when
to
you're stretching
win,
out, even
but
if you are 11 foot tall. Your
I
wingspan's
don't.
not going to get
As
that
I
one.
said, if they
That's one
don't
of
win, I
those
don't
where
really care
it's
because
just
they're not
bounce to
really.
the right
They're not a
player
team
for
that I
Melbourne
go
Ice fan.
for.
That just goes off of the shin pattern,
Hey,
skating
Prime Bros,
straight to the
stop.
tape, and he makes no mistake, which is something that you're not going to expect Webster to miss is a shot like
And
that.
he seemed to be the only one quite aware of what was going on as well. Just caught the defence napping. Spartan gets a pass away. He was lined up. Here's a chance now for the Rhinos.
This is a very violent game.
Here we go.
This is
Erdogan, Nabella against Spartan.
This is going to get
So
ugly.
2 players that change clubs, and all of a sudden you feel like the tempo again. Amazing how an impacted goal can have on the tempo of a game. And all of a sudden this game.
I'm waiting for another fight to happen. There's already been
Erdogan
2 fights.
Thought about a backhanded shot.
And
decided
one
against
little
it. Shot comes
tiff.
in, Overroy with the save.
Well, 3
Big
fights
rebound off it,
really,
and the
but
Rhinos are able to clear.
you go for the
Rhinos are a bit
Rhinos.
slow on that secondary opportunity to sort of organise and know where everyone is.
I'm going for the
Hughes.
Rhinos too in this game. I'm not going for
Clear that
Ice,
outside.
but
Finished with thought, thankfully.
not
the
going for the
Rhinos just a little
Melbourne
bit
Ice.
disjointed in sort of knowing where they are as soon as that rebound
Do you go for
starts
any other
going.
teams
The
or
Ice
just
with their random counts,
the Rhinos?
they could stop trying to
I go
attack
for Brave and the
Here's a chance now for the Ice.
and the Ice
Towards
Dogs.
Carini driving
But
towards
in
net,
this
stop,
match,
clock
I'm
shoots,
going for
and
the
a save there by
Rhinos.
Overroy. He's made a promising start. In the end, probably Carini should have been a bit more trigger happy.
Brave as well. So which one's your primary team though? Is it Brave or is it Rhinos?
sort of uppity, I would say.
Which one's your backup team and which one's your first team you go to?
Right, this is what we're doing. This is how we're going to play.
Brave,
Another
me too.
turnover.
As Smith trying to work his way through.
Ice Dogs are my backup team. And God, they're shit. the first game that I've seen them
So
play
looking
this
if we're unable to only as far as Malloy
before
sends that one into the corner.
25 was shit game. They lost really
Shot
fucking
comes in, the
badly.
shot was blocked.
Oh, why did he
The
fucking
Ice
war check
eventually
him? He
will
didn't
clear,
have
but
the
not for
fucking
long.
puck.
Malloy just waiting for everyone to get back on side, and the Rhinos use a chance to make a line change. The Jeremy back pass is a good one.
Ice Dogs won Brave in the
Again,
final.
shot comes in, it was blocked.
Okay.
Jeremy will get there first to the top of the crease.
What,
Solo had
this
that
was
well
last
covered for the
year?
Melbourne Ice.
Just 2 shots from the point from Dukovnikov there.
See, this is why I have 2 teams. I have a backup team and thing. So at least one of my teams won the
Taking
final.
puck, doing well on that occasion was Pansino for the Ice in Karcher corner. Just assessing his options. Shot comes in, big save there by Overroy. Another chance there for Pansino went for the pass, should have gone for the shot.
I actually do like
Just tried to sort of like loft that one into
the jerseys
sort of
for
finesse it over the
the
ground.
Rhinos. They look really
Shot
nice.
comes in the end, Overroy makes the save and the shot there by Josh Walt. And it's in. Wow. A goal that came out a bit out of nowhere.
That's messy. That's really messy. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. The Rhinos' secondary opportunities, they're not locating, they're not sort of finding their man, they're not finding their position, and they're made to pay Josh Walt on the doorstep. You're not going to stop those.
No, I mean, and you're not going to miss those if you're the forward either. And it's a defensive coverage issue. If you're leaving your guy in the middle of the slot open for a pass, you've done something wrong. And I mean, you can say it's a great pass, but this is a simple play. If you're a defenseman, you got to block that passing lane. It's just, that's pretty simple hockey mistakes.
That's Bonfante that's not covering his man there. Walt just gets open in the low slot, middle of it.
Yeah, and there's no chance you're stopping that if you're a goalie.
So Onso for the Melbourne Ice. The import defender. Battle along the half wall. So Walt with the goal, despite the fact it's been announced the opposite way around.
How was that not given to Walt?
We'll claim it. We'll give it to Josh Walton. History will say we're right. So that's
So I was just watching a snap from
Caruana.
some family members. My brother and sister-in-law
And the
just had
structure
their
at the
baby
moment for the
today.
Rhinos
So
is just starting to fall apart a little bit.
there's
The
a
hard work they were
fair
doing
few
defensively
snaps
early on
coming in
seems to
of
dissipate.
the
Here's a chance now for Scarlett.
newborn niece with my 2 older nieces.
Or
So.
a hold. They could have gone about 1 of 5 things there. I think hold's probably not what I would have called.
It's one of those things, once you get beat as a defenseman, like Laver did there, you're going to just do anything you can to prevent the scoring opportunity.
It's a great move there by Smart. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's a hold.
That's not just a hold, that's a
It's a fucking tackle.
He's nearly hopped on his back and gone to right.
Piggyback! Woo!
Can you give 2 for piggyback?
Guys, feel free to clip things you find interesting. I want to see what you guys find interesting. So if you clip, I'll definitely have a look.
Essentially.
If he hadn't prevented that, it would be even worse.
And a goal for the Rhinos. Bert Malloy finds a way through. And it's, well, a very, very quick result from that power play for the Rhinos. It's a 2-1 game.
Well, we don't know if their power play is better because they took about 4 seconds to put it in the back of the net, and that's probably the sign of a really good power play.
I mean, you got to shoot. It's good
It's
to
a
see
bit odd because I made, I think 3, went to make 3 clips this stream and only one's come up.
Simple shot, and for sure.
So
it was Solo that doesn't go out to Malloy here, just sort of glides out to him, and maybe he's not aware that Bert Malloy is
kind of good at that thing.
I mean, it's one of those things where you get caught just getting your stick out there. If you're going to get in the lane, you got to get in the lane or let your goalie see it, because I'm fairly certain.
yeah, that was a bit random, the whole piggyback tackle thing.
Because he's going to save those, I think, 99% of the time.
And that Smith gets a shot that was a little wide in the end as Mackenzie for the Melbourne Ice, now very much in the veteran class.
Oh, jeez.
Carini and Malloy, now there's 2 big bodies having a meeting at neutral ice.
Former Ice Dog Malloy, former Bear Carini. There's
Jesus Christ.
no love lost there. You want to dig deep into the past of teams that everyone's played for.
There's been a lot of movement this year in the Australian Ice Hockey League.
It's been an insane amount of movement this year. Really, I mean, the fact that out there, Carini's taking the face off. Hayden Dawes was out there earlier, played for the Bears last year.
And the Brave previous to that.
Yeah.
Warner's tripped him.
I think he's trying to work on collecting them all, a bit like Jake Riley. I think he's just trying to get the full set. Here's a chance now for Jess Solo. Comes in, nice move. No, it's Oberoi. Well, it was a game of blink first.
There's something going on here.
Solo did.
There's another fight.
Was
This is the 4th fight of this match, though. The 4th
blow the whistle in
fight.
their face all you want, but I don't think that's going to sort them out at the moment. These 2 teams do not like each other. But
This is incredible. I love this. There is so many fights.
Or just after it, that got jammed into his midriff. I wouldn't have been happy with it if I was him.
Nah, he's
Like,
definitely
what the fuck?
upset.
We've got considered a minors
Let's
out
have
of
a
this.
look at
Jeff Solo
this.
and Paul Smith.
Oh! Bert Malloy has speared him.
That's
I don't wonder why they decided to have a punch on, like...
That's a missed call.
That's an equipment check.
Anyway.
Minor penalty to both teams for roughing.
For roughing.
You missed Bert Malloy
Veteran move.
Wow.
Yeah, that old veteran, the Siki veteran move.
Yeah, that's something you probably want out of the game, but happens. And
Is this welcome to Australia, mate?
Welcome to Australia, mate.
This is how we play hockey down here.
And that's why I stayed, said boy.
Are you wearing everything you should be to play hockey down here?
And that's gonna be
Apparently
an icing
not.
goal.
Do we really think this is going to kick off later? Because they're not settling down in that sense. We're still only 12 and a half into the first period. This is dragged on forever.
Yeah, this period feels like it's going on for 100 periods. I think if the scoreline gets
And we've
out
still
of
got a
hand-
whole season to come, guys. So don't get too tired too early. Now you actually got to play this year. You don't want to have that attitude.
I know it's not going to be fun.
You're getting nice time at this stage.
I don't know
Quiet
wonder
their
why
coffee.
this
Yeah,
stream's
it's
so
early.
short.
No, I think for
it's
the whole
an
team,
hour
we hope that I
and
don't get iced.
35
Erdogan
minutes.
now for the Melbourne
So it
Ice
makes you
just picks
think
off
that
the turnover,
they've
but
got
he's
too
poked it away
violent
from
and
him.
they've
And
got
Connor
no.
Wardlaw will clear for the Rhinos out towards Bolger.
Because they
Bolger
have a
blue
game
line.
against each other again
Lovely
soon.
little pass out towards Smarter with the backhander, but in the end was
and-
wide. But nice byplay there between the Rhinos.
It's
Started
about
by
the
McKenzie
same
Bolger
length
too on
as
the
other
back check.
games, so I don't.
Kuruana, Oberoi with the save. And the Rhinos are able to clear in the end.
Okay, hockey's broken in.
Prime
Very
Bros,
well
are you
sent that
still
one in the
watching, bro?
corner. Oberoi will get that out towards Connor Wardlaw. And Jeremy gets a shot away. Sheeta off his pads. And now Carini. Passion. Hit down by Sincotta. And in fact, that's going to be called icing, I believe. So
There was a chance there at the back. I didn't see who got the shot off, but they just whiffed on it. There was a chance for the Rhinos to equalise there. Ashita was not
This
where
is
he
going
should
to
have
be a really, I think,
it's
a
one of those
really
weird things
long
where it
fucking.
comes to a new rink because he makes the save, it bounces off the glass back in front, and until
Yeah.
you understand the bounces in a hockey rink, especially in this country, I mean, this place is pretty good, but the other rinks, when
See
he
what
sees
happens.
those,
Oh
he'll
wow,
have,
this
a little
ref
different.
is like,
his eyes will
holy
be open
shit.
when he goes to the Brave Cave.
He's got trips to Adelaide and Canberra to do this year, and I can't wait for him to see the chicken wire at the Brave Cave. There's
They've still got the chicken wire there, have they?
Of course we've got the chicken wire. Chicken wire's staying until they give us a new rink, which by my calculations will be the 31st of never.
What, like that, the rail line to Doncaster?
Rail line to the airport.
Well, yes. The rail line to VFL Park.
VFL Park. We could get really niche there quickly, couldn't we?
Sincotta fires, shoots, and Oberoi makes a good save.
You're not going to beat a goalie like Oberoi with a shot like that. What's he doing?
I mean, you get an offensive zone face-off.
I'd like to point out that our good friend and
Yes,
colleague Jaff is in the house, and his famous line was, "Good things happen when you shoot."
Yes, I'm all about shots, but it just sort of seems telegraphed.
Well, if you've got nothing else, you might as well put on net. You never know what can happen in a small town. So McKenzie out towards Webster, one of the goal scorers, out towards Carini, be looking for his first in Melbourne.
Oh, Webster's given away a penalty here. Webster has slashed Jeremy after the play because Jeremy's leant on him after he's made the pass, Webster. And Liam Webster's just gone a nice little two-hand sort of love tap.
Really,
And
they
he's
didn't
going to
get that
come
on
to here.
camera, bugger.
Yeah, that's a precedent-setting penalty as well. Whereas if you're going to do anything behind the play, it's getting called.
Minor penalty, number 2, Melbourne Ice, slashing.
That's the most Liam Webster penalty I think I've ever seen him take. Hopefully we get it on replay here. Webster passes, gets lent on, and
Trollololol. As the
James, what are you doing to me?
Rhinos are on the power play.
What the fuck was that? Just
So Hayden Dawes. So the Rhinos were successful on their last power play. Dawes goes out wide, out towards Andrew Smartin. Cashel loses an edge. So Smartin in the
This
corner.
game's really messy.
Tied up by Erdogan.
Really, really messy and very violent. I like it.
There's a chance, but a good block in the end by Alonso. Dawes shoots, rebound offered, another save there by Ishida. The Dawes fires, shoots that shot though, was high and maybe a fraction wide as Joachim Ergen will clear.
the much better power play from the Rhinos. A lot of chaos, though, down low. Someone had just sort of calmed it down at the back. They might have had an open shooting lane.
It's going to be a foot race. And a battle along the half wall for Bolger. Shot comes in.
He's looked fantastic.
Yeah, shot by Callum Morlaw as Sheeta makes a save.
He's looked fantastic, sorry. I think Mackenzie Ball just looked amazing early on. I'm really excited to see the year this kid's going to have, because he looks like he's taken on the responsibility of being their big local this year. He's put that backpack on and he said, right, up the hill we go.
Yeah, he's getting an opportunity, top line, top power play line, and he's definitely making it look like a very good decision.
Yeah, he certainly justified the call, hasn't he?
What was that?
Maybe the call was already well and truly made before the start of the season, as Hughes had a poke checked away from him. Pass out towards Erdogan, over the skates, still gets a shot away as Oberoi will make the save.
And it's what you want from the kids as well, to decide that. And if that's what we're going to see around the league, kids go, look, I think I deserve more ice time. I'm going to go seek it out. I'm going to go to a team that needs me and be that guy for them. That's can only be good things.
The nice thing that comes from adding extra teams in the league is you allow players to get these opportunities, and hopefully that after last year it's going to be far more even throughout the league, and that's all you want. You want some competitive teams in every sort of aspect where every kind of game means something.
And then it's entertaining hockey for everyone to watch along here and at home on AIHL TV.
All hockey's entertaining hockey.
Oh,
especially when you're winning championships, huh?
He's going to wear that to a game this year. You know it.
Well, you know, if I keep saying it, eventually you just bring in the bling, and multiple bling from the past 12 months, and basically tell me, you know what?
I think I saw his phone background is his name on the cup. You've got it.
So Webster. Pass looking for Carini, couldn't quite find him. So the Eyes managed to kill the penalty. Despite an impressive-looking power play from the Rhinos.
The Icehouse stretch passes back there, and it was Mackenzie Bolger that was on the end of that. An interesting move at the back end there. Hayden Dawes decided to skate back into trouble and then into an Ice player that was coming out from the back of the net.
Yeah, so
obviously it's gone down the other end, but it was a very interesting move.
Yeah, it was a little casual.
There's
a little casual by him. But, you know, hey, it worked out in the end, which is, I guess, good.
It was very interesting, very odd. Not something you'd probably want to see too many times, I reckon.
No, I'm sure the coach didn't draw it up that way.
Ron's known for drawing up a lot of good plays. That can't be wrong.
So Melbourne Eyes win the face-off in catch corner with Caruana.
They need to do better though.
Take the pass out. Looking there for Hughes. Asher will keep it in now for the Eyes. It's been turned over. Smith just couldn't get his hand on the stick on the puck. And we'll have another icing call, and the puck will make its way all the way back down to the other end of the rink. We'll have a face-off in Karcher corner.
Great to see your return of Karcher as well. Interesting, the Ice top line here of Erdogan, Caruana and Joey Hughes in the centre. Joey Hughes has probably had more ice time this first period than I think he's had in the last 2 years. How will that go for someone? Oh, no!
And there's a chance for a rebound. But there was nobody home for the Melbourne Ice who could capitalise it on time, so Oberoi got away with one there.
Just sort of laid it out to block aside.
And a chance for Erdogan. Erdogan shoots and Oberoi makes the save. Good pad save there by the import goaltender for the Rhinos. Shot comes in. So Hughes, shot was wide. Still managed to find and won't manage to get a shot away. Now Solo gets a shot away through traffic.
I know Andrew Masters was very good for the Rhinos last year, but Oberoi looks like he might be an upgrade that they desperately need.
So now Hughes, pass out wide towards Caruana. The backhand attempt, I think he was looking for a deflection. Lever will go back, he'll get the puck. Out towards Erdogan. Just waiting for Hughes to get on side, but then eventually he just sort of ran out of room and got a little bit bored with that, so it's going to be an offside call.
The Rhinos have 2 minutes here to hold on because they are under siege at the moment. They've really got to dig deep and hold this out.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, you know it's going to happen. And I mean, the Rhinos are probably a little used to it. Here's that shot on Oberoi. And it's what happens. You go through traffic. If you're a defenseman and you're shooting, get it past the first man. Once it gets past the first man, anything can happen.
So face-off won by the Ice. So Carini will take it over the blue line.
Thinking, oh, that's going to help me.
Battle behind the net. Melbourne Ice should win this out. Blind pass there by Austin McKenzie. Ionso now for the Ice. We'll send that one in the corner, as letting everyone else get back on side.
What is going on with the Rhinos? The Rhinos are just...
Ionso now for the Ice.
They're not with it.
Intercepted the outlet pass out towards Laver. Along the half wall, and the Rhinos are able to clear. Ionso now for the Melbourne Ice. Oh, lovely move, driving towards the net. And if he didn't score, he was going to take out the goaltender.
It is on for young, middle and old. And he is okay, Oberoi. Didn't look okay there for a second. Oh, here we go, Jacob Laver.
Yeah.
Oh, David, feed him.
Oh!
Take it down.
Is this ice hockey or WWE right now?
Aiden Wardlaw. Have a bit of that, he says. He's nearly powerbombed him through the Icehouse deck.
Well, so Jacob Laver's just let everybody know during his spare time he's also trying out for Wrestle Rock down in the corner hotel.
So Ionso's going to go skate first here. Oh, it's not his fault, but it's not a good look. Jeremy's there.
Everyone's just
Webster's
piling
there,
on,
Karini's
you
there.
know.
And the bench are talking to
The
him.
poor goalie's just
Rhinos
like,
bench is trying to talk the Melbourne Ice bench, and the Melbourne Ice bench ain't looking.
Stop fighting my battles.
Yeah.
How good's hockey?
It might kick off.
It's trying to
earlier.
This is wrestling moves, right? Not even a hockey fight, it's hockey wrestling.
Yeah, no, that's not really a fight. That's more of a wrestling match.
This is outstanding. And the points have to go to Aiden Wardlaw. That's possibly one of the best moves I think I've seen in the AIHL for quite a while.
I mean, anything, we said it earlier when somebody ended up on top of Oberoi, but anytime you go into a goalie, things are going to start kicking off, and if they keep doing it, what's the second or third time it's happened this period, things are going to get real bad.
I think they've just called coincidental roughing minors, and that's it.
Minor penalties to both teams for roughing, 5-on-5.
It should have been
roughing.
2-minute penalty for both sides for wrestling.
It so much.
It was straight out of the...
Now we know a power bomb, boys, is just 2 minutes for roughing. So Brian, when you have your goalie fight later in the year, you just pick whoever else is there and you just throw them down.
For what it's worth, we want a number 74, the number 74 Melbourne Derby goalie fight.
It's a fight for the 74 now.
Forrest v. McKenzie. We want it to happen.
I think Forrest would be able to lift me up. He's at the gym way
This
more than me.
game's super fucking messy, I've got to say that much now.
Humble. Oh, little old championship me. I couldn't.
Super fucking messy.
So we've got turns into the minors as we're down to less than a minute and a half in this opening period. Puck's been turned over. Here's a chance down for the Ice. And Oberoi again makes the save. He has been super impressive despite the fact he's nearly been taken out about 3 times so far.
Yeah,
He's been very smart at his posts as well. There hasn't really looked like anything that's going to sneak in on those near sides.
Yeah, he looks very composed in net, and that just, anytime a goalie looks composed, it bleeds through the team. If you look composed in net, your team will start to be composed in front of you, regardless of if they're running around at some points. If you can bail them out, they start to gain momentum, and if the Rhinos can get out of these next minute and 15 seconds,
What the
might
fuck
happen.
was that?
Andrew Martin for the Rhinos. We'll send that one in the corner, make it a foot race. A foot race he wins in the end. The Bolger out towards Dawes. Malloy, the goal scorer for the Rhinos. As Ashita makes the save. And we're just going to have some extra correctors there as well.
Push it everywhere. The extracurriculars everywhere. I think the boys have missed a bit of ice time and they just want everyone to know we're out there. I'm in my space. Don't come in my space. Get away from me.
Get away from me, bitch.
Everyone's edgy, really edgy this afternoon.
It's anytime you're in and around the goalie, people are going to be pushing you, and just, yeah, it's sometimes this is the first contact hockey that a lot of these guys have played since the season ended, so you're starting to get hits again.
This is a very
just
violent
feels
match,
different.
I've got to say.
Well, the first serious contact.
Incredible.
I think that's
loving
fair.
it.
I mean, anytime a game starts, it's different. You can have as many exhibition games or as many inter-squad scrimmage games as you can, even with contacts. It's not the same as stepping on the ice for that first game of the season.
Haven't we missed technical face-offs as well? Let's take a minute to do a face-off again.
Oh, no, it builds some suspense. So Solo now out towards Carini. Carini, oh, well, thought he went for the Indian.
Mate, like...
Rhino that stopped him.
I think that was a good block. I mean,
I don't even
thought
think...
for a sec there might be a pass back, but...
we're gonna make it to the second fucking...
it feels like both teams are really in the shoot-first mode. There's not a lot of extra
I don't even
passes
think
going
that we're gonna
on
make
when
it to
they
the
have rush
second
chances, which I think is good at the start of the season. Just get shots on.
period, and if we do,
rebounds
it's
are
gonna
how
be
you score
very
some goals.
short.
You just get a shot on, seeing eye shot through some traffic. Who knows what can happen?
Because look,
shot through traffic.
we're just about finished this stream here.
And the Rhinos are able to clear.
Yeah.
That will be an icing call though, but not much you could have done about that. It was probably the right thing to do. Just getting a little bit hot, get out of the kitchen.
Kill another 5-6 seconds and restart. Carini finished the check as well. Fantastically. We really tried to put him through the Zamboni gate.
No, just open the gate early for the Zamboni.
just be nice. A nice hockey citizen. And we're now going to take another minute to do the face-off.
So Boulder and Carini in the face-off circle. Carini gets it for the eyes. Eonso gets a shot away, and it was a save by Oberoi. He picked up the crumbs, and we'll glove that one. We'll have another face-off. 22 seconds remaining.
Austin McKenzie's all on his own at the top of the paint there. The Rhinos cannot allow that to happen too many more times. He will score those.
No, well, I mean, that's something that happens on a penalty kill or something like that. You have to leave a guy open. Usually it's the guy in front because he's not the guy with the puck. But 5-on-5, somebody's got to be tying up a stick, not letting him stand there.
So shot comes in. Pass out towards the slot. No one was home
I'm
for
loving
the Melbourne
this
Ice
game.
Doors. Just got out
I
time.
fucking loved it.
Clear it away. Eonso now for the Melbourne Ice will go out wide. Out towards Mackenzie. Dietrich get the puck and will happily eat up what's left of the opening period. A pretty physical start to the season here between the Melbourne Ice and the Central Coast Rhinos. It's the Ice who lead 2-1.
That period took forever. It took ages. That was...
well, it's 5:45 local time. So for 20 minutes, that took nearly 40.
That was insane. But the Ice will be happy that they've got the lead, but they won't be happy with how they've got the lead.
It took
I mean,
15
they've
minutes.
definitely
I
been
don't
the
know
better
what
team.
you're talking about.
Oberoi been the best player on the ice, and I mean, they just have to build on the hockey part
Guys,
of what that period
was-
was, not the physicality,
Oh, look at this kid.
punching each other up part of what that period was.
As much as that's entertaining and we'd like to see a bit more of it, but at the end of the first period, it's the Melbourne Ice who lead the Central Coast Rhinos 2-1. We'll be back shortly with the second period to play.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but this was a slay fucking match. I don't know whether they've gone or well, yeah, especially with that part there where he put that guy in a fucking chokehold with his stick. They just really don't like each other. Really don't like each other. Clearly, this team has these two teams have a rivalry or something. Because, you know, there's been like six fights in the first fucking thing, and you know, you look at this, and I don't think they're going to the next one, or they've clearly gone, it's too violent. I'm going to stop. We're gonna stop streaming this. Oh, I like that. They've cut shit. they've made the intermission shorter because...
And welcome back to O'Brien Ice, our third period of the game in this match between the Melbourne Ice and the Central Coast Rhinos. It's the Melbourne Ice who do lead 4 goals.
They've skipped the second period. What the fuck? Well, clearly this isn't going to be a full game because they've I think they've had some technical difficulties and couldn't stream the the second period, so they've skipped straight to the third by the looks of it, which is pretty damn weird, but anyway.
And welcome back to O'Brien Ice, our third period of the game in this match between the Melbourne Ice and the Central Coast Rhinos. It's the Melbourne Ice who do lead 4 goals to 1.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but a change in net. As you can see, I didn't do anything.
has been benched, and Jason Polgais has come in relief.
Been benched.
One of the promising young goaltenders in Australia.
Well, I want to know why they've been benched. I want to see why they've been benched.
Often came in relief when really Masters has been pummeled.
Yeah, Masters had conceded 8, he come in and then concede none, and you go, well, how good's Polgais? So it'll be interesting to see if he can sort of help stabilise the Rhinos, who lost their heads a bit late there, because whenever the play stopped and a whistle went, they saw that as a wrestling bell and decided that it was on for all.
It's interesting because Overall's been really good. Now, is this just a chicken the pants side, or is this almost like they feel like 3 goals maybe beyond us? Let's give the backup a bit of a go, and we'll save our number 1 guy for tomorrow, and hopefully we can sort of recharge and reload tomorrow.
It's possibly a sign that they see a chance to win tomorrow, which is encouraging for hockey fans in general.
So again, that came off defensive stick, hit the back netting.
It's encouraging, and for Rhinos fans especially. Much of it will be watching along Upper Nerina, surrounding Central Coast suburbs. That there's promising hockey ahead, and then there's a reason for them to feel confident about tomorrow.
Well, they just see more into the game as well. Like last year, it was a very difficult season for them, and it feels like they're in this game. They can absolutely have taken this game if bounces went the right way. The scoreline could have been extremely different.
And it's trickled through, so Melbourne Ice score a goal. And Erdogan, the former Rhino, gets his first in Melbourne Ice colours.
And he smartly decides to go celebrate in the corner where he won't get pushed over by goalies. And he's very much enjoying that. And that will put this one to bed, you'd think.
Yeah, and I mean, tough to come in late in the game. I mean, what was it, 2 hours ago? It seems that he warmed up, Polgais. And yeah, his first real shot, and it just trickles. I mean, he gets most of it. It's just that extra little rebound, and that's the stuff that, if that's his 10th shot, maybe that doesn't squeak out. But I mean, thankfully it's not. He's not in relief of an injury in a 1-1 game or something like that, where he's a young guy. He'll.
And I'm not sure how much support he really got from his teammates here either in terms of that play. It looks like Erdogan was the one that was alert and aware.
And it's something we've seen from them throughout this game, is that leaving those players in front of the net, not tying up their sticks. Here we get a replay of it here. It's a good shot that gets through. You got to tie up some sticks. And, you know, just make sure that they don't get a clean whack at that puck. Because if they don't get a clean whack, Polgais is probably going to stick out a leg and have a good chance of stopping it.
So Polgais gets a piece of that, and then Bert Malloy takes a trip, and it's backhanded by Mackenzie Caruana. That is a moment the Rhinos as a whole want to take back.
Oh my goodness. And that is how even strength ends, and we now have 2 minutes 20 of power play for the Central Coast Rhinos. That's, you know what, Bert Malloy, I think, has enough brownie points caught up in Australian ice hockey that he can have that kind of moment.
It's hard to watch.
That's not right. And Mackenzie Caruana is a national team player that is going to put that chance away 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, maybe the last player that you want to give that puck up to is Caruana, and yeah, unsurprisingly makes no mistake. Not a great way to introduce Polgais to the game for the Rhinos. Not his fault.
No, when you get exposed like that, it's and against a very good backhanded shot too. The Caruana's got a goal. Erdogan's got a goal. Walt's got a couple. Just need Joey Hughes to get one. Even Liam Webster's on the scoreboard today, so it's like bring out the big names in the goal scoring department.
Webster started this 3 hours ago. Oh, that's a turnover at the blue line.
Polglaze will come out of the net. This time he won't leave it anywhere near his crease. He's just going to get it out of there.
Oh,
but that's a poor pass there by Smart. It's been turned over. Nkoda gets it, and I think Polglaze might have got a piece of that in the way through.
The Rhinos need to focus up very quickly here because the first 2 minutes of this period are not shining a bright light on them at all.
It's a PTSD type of scenario, isn't it, the first 2 minutes of this period?
Well, you just want to avoid what happened last year, the amount of times they gave up double-digit goals because they just sort of checked out of games.
So Smith off the bench for the Rhinos. Left the puck behind, has to pass it back.
Oh, no.
It's been turned over. Webster now, the veteran, driving towards the net. Delays and scores. That is an excellent goal by Liam Webster. And it's just raining goals here at the O'Brien Ice House.
Well, if Mackenzie Caruana is the last person you want to turn the puck over to in the paint, Liam Webster's probably not a bloke you want to give it to on his own at the top of the blue line. Just allow to crash in on your goalie. And it's a very nice dangle move he puts in there. He just sneaks in, takes the puck, off he goes.
Yeah, and I mean, the second Polglaze bites on that first move, yeah, Liam Webster just goes to his backhand, and he's a good enough player to know how much net he's going to have on that backhand if he can get there.
He's a smart hockey player, Liam Webster, and it just showed he delayed and let the goaltender blink first.
Yep, and that's the thing as a goalie, you gotta be patient with those things.
So Connor Wardlaw, well, the shot was a bit of a non-event in the end. Now Walt up against Dietrich. Slipped up high and looking for him, but couldn't quite find him. Good work there by Wardlaw.
I like how someone just yelled out, Aussie, 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 and everyone's like,
he was bumped off the puck.
Oh,
Pass well, in the end went to the slot. It was all Melbourne Ice.
That was so random.
And that's the end of the Rhinos power play as well.
And Josh Walt.
So that was a penalty, short-handed goal, sorry, from Liam Webster.
Yes.
Don't think we've seen one of those for years.
So Pansino has been cleared away, and just Solo just in the end overskated it for a second, had time to recover, gets the pass out towards Casher now for the Melbourne Ice. Pass to the slot, little backhand attempt, and in the end, good defensive coverage there by the Rhinos. On this occasion, they protected their goaltender.
It's
Yeah,
good
the
work to
Rhinos
keep
are
enough
not doing
active
too
sticks
crash hard
going
in this
that
game
no one can
either.
settle down for the Ice to get any sort of handle.
All the
It was a
games,
dangerous chance
like
there for
all the
them.
teams that I go for in a game have lost.
Good soldier. Pass to the
I
slot.
don't know
They're
what.
looking for Dawes.
So the two
Hold it
teams
back
that
out
I
towards
actually do
Dawes,
go
gets a
for,
shot
they
away.
lost.
Crossbar.
Then I'm
We'll
going
give
for
Ishida,
the
then he got a
Rhinos
piece of
in
it
this game,
instead
and I
of it
don't
hitting
go
the
for the
crossbar.
Rhinos.
I mean, this is a tough game
And
as a
they're
goalie. Like,
losing.
thankfully, the score is 7-1 now for him, but I mean, he's not getting a ton of action. And then you get a pretty high-quality scoring chance here from a guy who can really shoot the puck. I think that is off the crossbar. Wow. Dawes has a great shot.
Two new goaltenders come into the game at the start of it. I think we've learned a lot about Anand O'Brien. I think we're all big fans of his. Tatsuo Ishida, at the moment, there's nothing I've really learned from him because he's just had so little action at the moment.
Yeah, and it's tough. And by the sounds of it, from his team back home, probably a very different game than what he's used to playing. But I mean, it's probably a good first game to get settled into the league and into the country.
Here comes Caruana, just driving in, and then the last move went for one move too many in the end. It's going to be a penalty against the Rhinos. That's if the Melbourne Ice don't score in the meantime. So Carini fires, shoots, scores. He gets his first in Melbourne Ice colours.
Well, they do score in the meantime, and that's a very nice goal by Alessi Carini. Picks it up at the blue line, just glides on in, finds his spot.
Very nice, very nice.
Very neatly puts that up top. Not where Grandma keeps the cookies, but maybe where she keeps the vanilla essence.
I mean, that's it's the player coming off the bench as well from Ashita coming for the extra skater for the delayed penalty. And yeah, he walks right down Main Street. And he makes no mistake. Goes high blocker, which is it's difficult for a goalie as he's coming across. You're going towards your glove side, and you go back across the grain. Really tough. And I mean, we're showing Paul Goyes
It's been
here.
a tough 5 minutes
I like his
for
helmet.
Jason Paul Goyes, and he's actually
Yeah, changed the goal.
goaltender with a lot of promise, but he's been thrown in the wolves in this one.
Yeah, this is
I wonder
the
if
team's
they
got to step
changed
up
the
for him at this
goalie,
point. Like these are not savable shots.
during the
really.
second
Like, these are good scoring
period, which we didn't
opportunities,
see.
and he is.
And that's why
not
they
had
got
a
so
chance
many
to
goals,
make
'cause the
a
first
simple
guy was
save.
doing
You just
so
want a floater
well.
from the blue line. You catch it, you feel the puck, and all of his shots have been breakaways or people walking down the slot and picking their spots. And
High pressure
These
shots.
shots,
Yeah.
like,
and
oh, I
these
don't
are
give a
not,
shit that I'm
especially
on
you're young, you're coming
the
in, probably a
camera,
little
that
nervous.
I'm
You played a
on
bunch
TV.
last year, but it's different. New season, new team, different atmosphere, and yeah, just tough. But I mean, you're gonna have tough games as a goalie, especially a young goalie. It's just about think about the next shot. Don't worry about the scoreline. Think about the next shot. Try and make the rest 16 saves that you got to make this period or whatever. And it's those sort of mentalities that have to grow on a young goalie, and hopefully he can step up to it.
So Ice win the face-off.
There is so much slipping going on in this
So
one.
Walt. Now Labour.
Just a couple of players that have gone down at the red line at one particular spot.
So Labour. Lost the stick, lost the puck, I should say. So that's Wall, one of the juniors for the Melbourne Ice, getting so. One advantage of a scoreline like this is sort of your bottom liners, your junior developed players, actually going to get some ice time now as Nave gets in. Here's a chance for the ice. And Jalal on his first shift gets a goal.
Bring in the other
Pretty certain
fucking
that
goalie.
is his first shift of the night.
This
and he's got a
goalie's
goal
crap.
on his debut.
Well, it just sort of snuck out the back, and that's great work by Ray Khalil to climb on down. And it's just, when you're going to see it, this is going to be a great replay for it. I think that's come off the post, and there's Khalil at the back. And as much as you want Bonfante to be there, from where he comes, Khalil's got the jump on him, and you're not going to stop that.
And I mean, that's again a missed assignment. He's wide open. There's nobody even around him. And again, Paul Glass.
This is rough.
Yeah, just a really tough thing. But you saying two young players in Nave and Khalil, you know, newer players, and they get paired with Walt, and it results in a goal. And a confidence boosting for the whole team.
Another chance now for the Melbourne Ice, but Paul Goyes makes the save, and I think everyone should be happy for him because he is, much of the goal's been on, you feel like you can't put it on him. He's just, like you mentioned earlier, he hasn't had a chance to just get a good, clean, relatively easy save to get his confidence up. It's
yeah, you want to feel the first shot. Like there's a reason there's a warm-up, and there's a reason that the warm-up shots, you throw some floaters from the blue line on the goalies for them to feel the puck. And when you come in, especially late in the game, it's really tough when you just get breakaways and yeah, shots that are high-quality scoring chances from players who aren't throwing floaters on the net. They're going for the bar-down shots, especially now in a 9-1 game. There's going to be some people trying to score some pretty goals, I assume.
Got Dale with the shot there, but should have had that one quite easy. That's what we mentioned. That's the type of shot that you want on the other end. Just that, well, the simple just thrown up.
It wasn't even on target.
I've never ever, I don't think,
But
And it's the same thing for a goalie like Ashita, who hasn't had
when
much
I've
action.
started
You
watching
just want to feel the
IHL
puck again every once in a while. And yeah, if it takes you sliding a little bit out of your net to just feel it and hold it, as long as you're holding those rebounds, it doesn't really matter where you're stopping it. It's just feeling the puck, getting some movement in your zone like this. It's good to have.
I'm enjoying the fact that I think Mackenzie Bolger has taken every face-off he possibly can against Joe Hughes. That's some real learning. You're going to learn a lot in one game taking face-offs against Joe Hughes.
Now here's a chance now for the Rhinos. Shot comes in. Puck spills free at the top of Ashida's crease. Melbourne Ice eventually win the puck and are able to clear the zone. So Hughes let that wide Erdogan. And he's just tipped wide.
I don't think Polglaze had a lot of idea of where that puck had gone afterwards too.
The Rhinos with numbers and they're able to clear the zone. Bolger. Pass to Dewar, gets a shot away.
They're out here 3-on-1.
Another chance now for the Melbourne Ice. Pass out towards Caruana. And it's another goal.
They just got numbers through the neutral ice.
So sorry, Prime Bros,
Mackenzie
you're still
Bolger,
watching,
credit
but
to him,
they
he
are-
tried to get back to try and cancel out any sort of advantage.
Rhinos
But
are not
when you've got that many
feeling
numbers
well
crashing
at
down on you, there's going to be an easy goal to have. And Mackenzie Caruana.
Yeah, and it's a veteran thing. Like, Caruana is such a good player, and it's head up. He gets the pass, his head's up. He sees that Polglaze is committed to sliding, which is going to happen on a 2-on-1.
Yeah, they need to get
just
Rhinos
easily puts that in the back of the net.
9
But if he
points
one-times
to be
that,
tied.
maybe it's not the same situation. It's a
That's
good
just,
play.
I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Melbourne Ice are in now double figures.
They've got 3 players on a hat-trick as well.
Yeah, Webster, Walt, and now Caruana.
Yeah.
So they're going to raffle it. Sheena leaves that one behind. But unlike Polglaze, doesn't get punished for those little things.
Yeah,
life is unfair.
That's the
And well, you expect a penalty to come out of this one. And Dietrich is going to the box, and it's just going horribly, horribly wrong for the Rhinos.
And there was really no need for that. I understand what he's trying to do with Christian Pantino, because the 213s have been going at it all game, but there's like, when it's 10-1 now, your team needs you on the ice to stop any more damage happening. And the whistle's already gone. Shot comes in. Yeah, look.
Minor penalty, Central Coast, 2 minutes, interference.
I think you are.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't call the penalty there, so I'm absolved of it.
To me, you just stood up, Pansino. That was it.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things too where it's player falls down.
Yep.
If they just hit each other and both of them sort of stumble and stay standing, I don't think that's a penalty. The fact that Benzino went down, you see it kind of out of the corner of your eye as a ref, you're going to call the penalty, but yeah, worst case scenario for the Rhinos.
Solo gets the pass out. Fires, shoots, Polglaze with the save. But it's kept in by the eyes now by Kasha. Pass, flip that back towards Solo, keeps it in.
That? He shot the puck before you pushed him.
So Solo, out towards Khalil. Here's a chance now for the Melbourne Ice, but they couldn't bury it on this occasion. Ray Khalil. Out towards Jeff Solo, back towards Khalil. So you know you're well in front when all of a sudden these players who are really at your bottom groupings are on the power play.
Well, Spencer Nave, who's the net front presence as well.
It's great for these guys to get this opportunity as well. Like,
so Pansino. And it's been covered by Polglaze.
So the only one we haven't got out there at the moment is Lockie Walls, who I've been told his parents are in Bay 1 at the moment, making friends with everyone around them as well. They're very proud of their son. I don't think that's Lockie Walls' parents, but that's all right. But it's great. It's great. You know, the Ice lost a couple of kids in the off-season. It's great that they've got more underneath, ready to go, to come up, to fill this spot. Now you've put the likes of Austin McKenzie back out there along with Liam Webster. So.
Well, it's a good opportunity as well, as much as it is for the young players to get their opportunity in an offensive zone, sort of let things go, doesn't matter if you screw up kind of situation. Your power play also, it's great practice.
Somehow
right? Like,
I don't see...
like we said before, there's only one thing that can replicate an in-game power play, and that's an in-game power play.
Rhinos getting any
you know,
more
so
points.
you still want to get some time with that. As much as, like, if you don't even score on it, especially at this point,
great,
if you have
because,
tons of opportunities and you're passing the puck around and you have good movement and people start to see where people like to go and to see how that movement
develops throughout that power play.
Gotta say though,
and you never know, you might find one of these plays you
Melbourne
never really
Ice
can anything about your power play. Actually show a bit on the power
very
play
happy with
ongoing
this
now,
game.
whether they would then become one of the top comparing.
I actually would have wanted to sit there for this game because God was it so aggressive.
Cover injury or you just need to change things up. So
and also they cut out the second part, so the second
very good
period.
shot.
So I don't know what happened in the second period.
As well.
Anyway.
So Webster, he's looking for a hat-trick. A chance out for Carini. He wanted to join the 2-goal club.
Good save, Polglaze with the stick.
And I would like to point out, is this possibly the first time ever that a team has scored 10 goals with Joey Hughes on it and he scored 0 of those goals?
Oh, jeez. Let me get in touch with my stat man. But I've got a stats guy. I'll message him now.
So Webster fires, shoots, and Polglaze makes the save.
But I mean, that's the kind of save that you want if you're Polglaze. That's just a wrist shot, stepping over the blue line wrist shot. Any goalie in this league is going to usually stop those unless it's a deflection or something. And that's the shot that he wanted 10 minutes ago.
The great irony is also their great shots for Melbourne Ice to take. Now you've got a goaltender who has just been ripped apart by, fed the Wolves and ripped apart. His confidence has got to be really down. So that it's like, you just fire on net.
Oh yeah,
especially
now. Like you said, his confidence is somewhere. Maybe it's not in the right place right now. And you'll take any shot on net you can because everybody wants a goal.
Yeah, I generally actually feel sorry for him because to me it's his team that have just let him down badly from the outset.
Oh yeah,
so Bolger trying to work his way through. He was stood up there by Solo.
What the fuck was that?
He's tried hard all night, Bolger.
He's been very impressive for the Rhinos.
And now Hughes fires, shoots, and I think that shot in there was a fraction wide. Solo has the puck now for the Melbourne Ice. Ionso fires, shoots, big rebound off it, but Polga's got a big piece of the pad on that as well.
Yeah, finally getting these distant shots, maybe a little bit of traffic, which is another one of those things that's so hard as a goalie to replicate outside of playing an actual game, is just how much that traffic affects your ability to make saves.
I have it on good authority. It will take time to dig out, but the assumption is not often that Joey Hughes has not scored a goal when a team has double digits.
Why I pose the question.
So let's go with my Pacific stats man and say not a lot.
I'm putting my money on possibly never.
He's played a lot of hockey though.
He has.
He's very good at scoring.
And on very good teams.
Yeah.
Teams often like scoring lots. Particularly at the Brave Cave.
You get a lot of goals in Brave Cave. Though those 3 cups that hang up there above where
that girl's fucking horrified that she had her mouth right open doing it. I don't know what.
Yes. And the hits that were laid by Gold Coast Blue Tongues players.
That's our second Blue Tongues reference today.
The memory shall remain.
Oh, we'll wedge them in every game. You watch. Someone's going to keep them alive.
Brian, who are they?
Before my time, I know who they are, kind of.
They're about as alive as the Newfoundland Growlers are at the moment.
Yeah, that's so sad. There's something blowing around on the ice. I think it was what was causing the issue at the red line.
And well, rebound offered there by Ishida, but Melbourne Ice have that one covered. Here's a chance now for Connor Wardlaw.
This is better from the Rhinos.
Connor Wardlaw's been one of the better players for the Rhinos tonight for mine.
He's probably been the best Wardlaw too, aside from Aiden.
Well, it depends on what aspect of the game you're talking about. So Nave, well, in there is a bit of a weak pass. Well, did well just to slow it down, but still Dietrich got it. Ionso now for the Melbourne Ice. It's out towards Pansino. Was unable to clear. Connor Wardlaw and, well, nearly finding a way through the legs there of Ishida.
So I wonder if they'll pick up this. There was something flying around that I think is causing a footing issue for everyone when they were skating around. It just certainly popped up This is good work from the Rhinos to get this shot away. And just,
but it's still a very scrappy play.
Well, that's the sort of stuff that could sneak on in when you haven't had a lot of puck on you as well.
Right. I think when you're in the situation that the Rhinos are in, it's just anything on net. You hope it hits a shin pad or gets a rebound, or you never know. Like
the old chestnut is history doesn't show how you scored them; it shows you scored them.
Yeah, and they're not in a position to try and score a nice tic-tac-toe passing goal. They just kind of want some shots, give themselves some momentum going into tomorrow. Like, they have to play in less than 24 hours.
So Webster out wide. Hill keeps it in.
It's good to see the ice are really...
Carini fires, shoots, and Polglaze had that one covered.
Really sort of changing the lines up to inject the kids with...
Well, you don't get that many opportunities in a league like this where you can actually just say, throw the kids out. Lots of ice time with more experienced players. You've got to grab it, don't you? You've got to make use of it, because I know playing the juniors is much about the point system. You play juniors, you get points discounts, but for mine, it's not just about dressing them. You've got to play them, but they develop otherwise. So Erdogan, nice little move, backhanded attempt. Battle in the corner. Puck remains in the corner. So Hughes up against two Rhinos opponents.
One puck as well, or he at least made it so Erdogan can come and get it for him.
Pass back. Missed its target there from Erdogan. Dawes. Erdogan just trying to work his way through. Bolger now for the Rhinos. Gets a shot away. The shot was wide.
Triple deflection almost before that was stopped before it got to a sheeter. That's a nice play.
Now Hughes with a bit of time and space to play with. Good work there by Archie Hearn. Just poke-checked it away from the veteran.
How many people can say they poke-checked something away from Joey Hughes?
Now puck's in Karcher corner, where Malloy will clear the zone. Able to escape back, traps the puck. Pass looking for Hughes. Happy to send that one deep while Melbourne Ice make a line change.
5.5 to go in this game. The intensity's really been taken out of it. So
the intensity level matching a 10-1 scoreline.
It's going off the post. You just hope no one does anything silly.
So no penalty call on that occasion. Shot comes in there by Carini, and Polgos makes the save, and
it's a good save.
Against, there. Oh my
the
god!
Those sort of guys, and just seeing how he goes. And it's a mentality thing too. He's still playing hard. He hasn't given up.
Someone stop the stick.
Here's a chance again for the Melbourne Ice.
Stop the stick.
Good work there by Jason Polglaze. The Cleepus will send that one into the corner, but Webster will get there first for the Melbourne Ice. Dangerous pass. A little bit too ambitious. Type of things you do when you're 10-1 in front.
Get away with it even if you make a mistake.
That's Wardlaw. That's Connor Wardlaw. Got her out towards Erdogan. Erdogan putting on the afterburners. Decides to cycle. Pass out. Truck comes in looking for a deflection, and it's deflected in. Melbourne Ice get another one.
Are they fetching the puck again?
I think it's Hughes.
And so Joey Hughes does get his first goal in Melbourne Ice colours, and his fourth coming in the latest incarnation.
I mean, it's a good deflection, and again, it's the tying up the sticks in front. You can't let people deflect pucks. It's a good deflection either way, but I mean, you just gotta try and tie up these sticks, make it very difficult for them to even try and get a stick on it.
That's Patrick Dietrich in front as well. You expect better of him. yes, Joey Hughes is a world-class player, but you need to be at least closer to him to stop him from getting such a free deflection.
And it's one of those things, too. You see the scoreline, the time left, you think, you know, why put those 4 extra hard minutes in? And it's so easy to sort of switch off and be like, okay, tomorrow's the day. But, you know, you switch off in the last 5 minutes of this game. How long is it going to take you to switch on the first 5 minutes of next game? Or that might be too late.
There's a lot to be said that sometimes the way you finish off a game or finish off a season is how you start the next one.
Yeah.
You look at, say, we're both Montreal Canadiens fans. You have to say, when you talk about finishing, they're finishing off the season really well. No playoffs.
Yeah.
But the last couple of weeks is like, they're finishing off the season well. That's they take it next season.
It's encouraging, and it's a mentality thing, right? If you have players who are going to, we're not in the playoffs, I can think about going golfing and hanging out with my family, so I'm not even going to really try that hard. That's not a good sign of a good team player. I'm not saying that's what's happening.
Microcosm for here today for the Rhinos. Much of the scoreline is done. The result's over. But these couple of minutes, go hard. You try to make a statement to yourselves and to your opposition is, we'll be ready to play tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%. You want to put some air of doubt in the Melbourne Ice and some air of hope in yourself. And if that's, a nice power play to end the game or something like that, you know what I mean? To just be encouraging, or hey, our goalies made a couple really nice saves and we've boxed out really well and they haven't had any great opportunities. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be happening right now. And you just hope that tomorrow they can come with the way that they played that first almost full 2 periods. Really, the end of that second period started to get away from them a little bit. But, I mean, a couple bounces went their way. That was a different game.
We'll probably know more about it tomorrow, but they seem like a team that almost at the moment are trying to be a counter-attack team. That's where they think they're going to score their goals. They can tie down defensively as Polglaze will take a nice catch there, by the way. But it's
it's bloody
get the
baseball.
feeling based on this. They feel like if they've got the goaltending, if we do the defence part right, we may get some games by just like a stretch pass, a bit of a counter attack, one against the run of play.
And it's those simple things, especially when you're trying to play a defensive style of hockey. It's boxing up, it's tying up sticks.
And maintaining it throughout the whole game. So Walt, one of those players looking for a hat-trick. Got to escape back, retrieve the puck, go out wide, out towards Laver. Connor Wardlaw just loses an edge. To Smith. Laver, he was tied up, the wraparound attempt. And that was by Jeremy. Puck spills free. And Ashita eventually has that one covered, and we're going to have some extracurriculars. And as it looks like Connor and Sayers, and throwing his weight around there was, guess who, Christian Pansino.
It's kicking off over goalies again, and fair enough. Sincotter's defending his goalie. David Jeremy was on the... So it sounds like the Ice are going to give up the penalty, and probably rightly so for the aggression, but you're also just defending your goaltender.
Yeah, which is something that you got to do. Again, it's a tone-setting thing. I mean, a couple nice saves.
Yeah, puck spills free, and eventually I think it's all covered.
And Sino, that's probably what he's going to go for.
Nothing fucking happened in it.
And I mean, the puck's there and the puck's loose, and it's your right. It's that extra whack by Jeremy, I think, is always going to result in stuff like this, especially at this time in this kind of a game. Aggression can pour over so quickly and easily.
So we've got, Pansino, Tincotta in the box for Melbourne Ice. You've got David Jeremy in the box for the Rhinos.
We can go around the rinks whilst we've got a brief break. Speaking of former North Stars, the current North Stars defeated the CBR Braves 7-3 up in Newcastle.
I can see your tears.
You're right, it's first game. The Bears have beaten the Ice Dogs 6-2 in the first Sydney Derby of the year, and Perth and Brisbane have gone to overtime, 4-4 over in the West.
Perth look like they're recruited well too.
They do, but it doesn't look like they're import goalies here yet.
So face-off won by the Rhinos. Dawes gets it out towards Malloy, back towards Dawes. Goes out wide. And here's a chance now for the Eyes. Delaying and Hughes in the end had the poke checked away from him. In fact, I think it's Smith that's in the penalty box for the Rhinos. Now Bolger looking for Jeremy. Malloy. And Ashita makes the save.
That time he made a save. Where's he been all game?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting weekend. If tomorrow is a similar situation like this for Ashita, it's, you know, first couple games in the league in the country. You want a little bit more of a test. He does look pretty composed. You see him in between plays and periods, moving around, making sure he's still warm and loose, which is a really tough thing for a goalie, especially a goalie coming from a team getting outshot every game.
Yeah, it would be a strange experience for him, actually, because, yeah, it's based on what our understanding, looking at some of the stats and stuff coming from the Asian League, which the Yokohama Grits do play in, he got a lot of traffic. So this, in fact, this is probably a challenge for a young goaltender when you're so used to basically being shot at, basically being receiving end of a cannon, to actually have a game where you aren't facing much at all. It's and how you handle that.
The good thing there is that's repeated attempts in close, that he just has not had today. So now he has to suddenly switch on. No, I'm trying to keep this basically to all but a shutout with, you know, conceding that one goal off the power play. I'm trying to protect this one goal.
I like that, all but a shutout.
All but a shutout. And to have that repeatedly jammed at you and then to get in the glove and that's it.
So what you're saying there, Jeff, is that the Brave were all but champions last year.
We don't need to go back that far. That was last year. But this is... And we've got a minute left, and maybe Brian can make his 7:45 dinner reservation.
8:30.
Jeff Solo now for the Melbourne Ice. We'll do a long post game. We'll go dissect every goal and every play so that Brian does miss that one.
And we're going to make James do every replay as well. Get the telestrator going. Oh, dear.
So
it's been a fun opening night, though. Interesting opening night.
It has been. That's going to be nice and cool, despite the fact that I'm stirring my co-commentator over to my right. While my one to my left is just remembering, oh yeah, I got a medal out of that. The Blingmeister sitting to my left.
Not going to hear the end of this. My God.
Oh, hey. But congratulations. Yeah, you also, with your involvement with the Melbourne Ice women's team, won the final there as a coach. You've had a very, very productive 12 months in hockey.
He's trying to take over Joe Hughes as the champion of champions.
And so that should be, and no, in fact, it's going to be way too nice.
Don't do that.
Just set deep, and well, easily covered there by Ashita, and that's it. So in the end, well, what a game. It was competitive for half, but it was 2-1 for a long time, and then Melbourne Ice just went bang, 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 and lots of bangs after that, and it was, before you knew it, 11-1. So that's what Melbourne Ice won by.
Well, it's the second time the Rhinos have come to Melbourne and conceded 11 goals against the Ice, but tonight they've only scored 1 goal instead of 4. There's a lot to like from this game in that first half, and then basically from when that third goal goes in, you wipe the tape. It does not exist.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where if they can come with a full 60 minutes of the first half of this game, yeah, you know what? Maybe you give yourselves a chance, because really a couple more bounces go in, and they do have 3 goals or something like that. And if that's a 3-1 game halfway through the second, well, maybe the Melbourne Ice, you know, treat it a little bit differently.
And Ron Kaprowski teams are naturally quite defensive. They're quite hard to get through. They're quite hard to break down. And Ron, you can clearly see Ron's influence on that team. That is very clear what he's done there. They're going to get better. They're going to win games this year. Today just wasn't their day.
Yeah, and I mean, they have their import goalie who looks like he can really steal a couple games, honestly. Like, he was so impressive.
Interestingly, I don't think he is there. I didn't see him in the handshake one.
He's right there.
I missed the skyscraper that was in the middle.
He's the guy above everybody else. He's that guy.
Positives for Melbourne Ice. So I thought defensively they look good and their pairings look good. You see that Labour and Sakota look like they're going to be better players. They look like they're ready to take that step up as well.
Yeah, it looks like they've been, we'll say, smarter with their import selections. Getting a couple defensive guys in there this year really helps. It's as fun as it was to watch an 8-6 game and things like that. They seem to be more of a competitive. The air around the team as well just seems different and better and more serious. It's good to see and encouraging.
So to wrap things up from the O'Brien Ice House, Melbourne Ice convincing 11-1 winners. We'll do it all again tomorrow, 2 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time, because daylight saving ends overnight. So set your clocks an hour earlier than you would normally expect. My name's Michael Clough. On behalf of my co-commentators Jeff Coop and Brian McKenzie. We'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, I need to rewind that. What the fuck happened there? Oh, the goalie went for it, bro. So now it's showing all the stuff from the second half as well, or the second period that we didn't see. That's nice. That was fucking amazing, wasn't it? I might have to look and see if there's anything in the archives. Yeah, next one's lightning and thunder. Oh my god, there's something stuck in my toe. Lightning and thunder. Yeah, can't wait to see what happens out of that. Now I'm gonna show you guys the merch for these two teams. Let's have a little look. So let's go with Canberra Ice first. Melbourne Ice first. Alright. So yeah, they got merch. I really like the I don't like that, but I somewhat like this. This looks sick. I don't like Muddy. Apparently if you want a backpack, you can get a backpack. I like those hats. Those hats are nice. You can get mugs and crap. Oh, I really like this. This is sick. I like this. You can get a postcard. You can get a royal hoodie. So royal blue hoodie. A blue hoodie. Other mitts. They've got a jersey as well, championship jersey. Ship jersey. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. You got this hat. I like that as well, and I like that as well. They got some really nice stuff in the merch. They've got a VIP thing. I wonder what this is. Holy fuck! Mate, as if anyone's gonna pay for that. Oh my lord. Okay, that one's alright. Like, yeah, I probably would, so, you know. You have... yeah, but that's it for, Canberra, for that one. And then you got the Rhinos here. Let's have a look at the merchandise first. I like that beanie. It's pretty cool that they got a puck display thing, because not many teams have the puck display, and I like the fact that they've got the puck to go in the puck display thing. So you're spending about $17 on the puck display and the puck. Not too bad. You got the Rhino seat cushion, a Rhino scarf. They even have a fucking phone charger. That's pretty slay. On a drink holder, a hat. They have the jerseys here as well. I like the jerseys. The jerseys are pretty nice. You can go with the home and away jersey. Although I don't know which one's the home and which one's the away jersey, but personally I would probably get both if I was buying it. See you at the ice hockey. I like all these shirts. They even got like a pen. I'm like, which is really random. And now we're gonna have a look at the season pass, right? So the family passes are even more cheaper on this one. Like the passes were even more cheaper on this one than they were on the Bears. So yeah. It's quite good. Yeah. But that's if you're curious about that. So we just had a look at the merch for those two teams. The merch looks really nice for both of those teams. Definitely better than some of the other teams that I looked at. I can't wait to see what Canberra Braves merch looks like when that's out, but it's not out yet, so I can't see it. Unfortunately, which sucks, but what can you do? Next one is, I think that's Adelaide Lightning and Perth Thunder. So you got Lightning and Thunder playing against each other. Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, so I'm going to make some dinner and then I'll be back to stream Lightning and Thunder in the same day. And yeah, we'll get a wiggle on with that. I'm going to be doing a lot of streams today and in the next few weeks / months before April. Yeah, before April, because I think April is when this will be taken down, although let me have a look at something. It says archives and I want to see what the archive. Oh my god, I am happy as a pig in shit! Yes! So, guys, we can watch up to 2026. No, 2023. in the archive. I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was an archive thing there, so we're gonna, okay. I mean, that's still pretty nice. I can't complain with that. I'm gonna take full advantage of this. I think I'm gonna be watching a lot of fucking hockey. Let's fucking go. So 2023. It says dogs and bears, so I'm guessing that's ice dogs and bears. You also have the 2024 one. I think. Oh, that was a 2024. Those two were 2024 games, apparently. I didn't know that. I kind of just slapped them in there. So guys, I'm gonna go back to thingy and start from scratch and go from the next game I'm going to do. Now that I know that this is a thing, guys, now that I know this is a thing, I am going to go to the 2023 thing, take advantage of this in the archives. Thank you so much. And we're going to be watching Ice Dogs and Bears slay. Sweet. Take full advantage of that. Anyway, toodle pip.